This is Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand for the morning of July 27th, 2022. I'm Wes Mills. Indianapolis-based technology company Vision 3 Incorporated is launching an estimated $80 million initiative to place virtual reality career labs in every high school and college in Indiana by 2025. V3 Connect was designed to give students a chance to explore possible careers in a virtual environment. Vision 3 Director of Strategic Partnerships, Dawn Lang, says many students graduate high school and pursue a post-secondary education before realizing their intended career path may not be a good fit.
The goal is to really get them encouraged and excited earlier in the process, to have them put on the VR headsets to see a day in the life. Like, what does it look like to be a technician in a pharmaceutical company? What does it look like to be involved in a semiconductor company? And what are the job opportunities there? What does it look like to shadow somebody and have kind of a day in the life? So they can visualize themselves in that industry and then find that passion through that and a series of other interactive technology questions and things that we serve up, but to really help guide them in the right path so that they're taking the right education and skills development to get them to that end goal.
The company plans to launch the program by the end of the year, starting with VR career labs at Ivy Tech campuses. V3 says the approximate $80 million initiative to place high-tech labs in schools throughout Indiana will require the support of corporate sponsorships, grants, and philanthropic gifts. Heather Jackson is V3's Chief Revenue Officer.
Obviously, there's going to be a cost associated with each of the labs. And that could come from, corporate partners who'd like to sponsor labs in certain geographic locations, as well as education partners, as well as grant funding and philanthropic efforts, because what we don't want to do is create a barrier because of the cost of getting the lab in. Obviously, there's significant cost in that hardware upkeep maintenance. We're used to that, and we understand, how to manage that for the school. So we want to be a very low resource intensive solution inside a school or an organization. And so we'll drop in the lab, manage it, maintain all of the hardware for those fees. And then on the other side, there's going to be the corporate partner content fees, which we assume is going to continue to grow over the years, not just in number of partners and industries that are available, but also in the breadth of the content.
The U.S. Senate on Tuesday advanced a $280 billion bill designed to boost the semiconductor industry in the U.S. and to accelerate high-tech research that backers say will be critical to the economy in future decades. Indiana economic development leaders have been hoping for passage of the federal bill because the state would like to tap federal funding to land a $1.8 billion semiconductor plant at Purdue University. Industry leaders say government subsidies are necessary to compete with other nations that are also spending billions of dollars to lure manufacturers. Muncie-based First Merchants is reporting second quarter net income of $38 million compared to $55 million during the same period last year. The bank says the results included acquisition cost of nearly $30 million from its merger with Level One Bancorp in Michigan. Construction will soon get underway on a 4-story building that will house 27 luxury condominiums within eyeshot of the University of Notre Dame. The top floor units at Sideline Flats, which measure about 2,200 square feet, will be listed for as much as $1.5 million. The developer is targeting Fighting Irish alumni who are looking for a second home or a place to stay during football weekends. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business, Radio on Demand.
This is Gary Dick. Each week, Inside Indiana Business Television brings you the people, places, and policies that shape the Indiana economy. Be connected with the full hour of Inside Indiana Business, Sunday mornings at 10 on the IIB YouTube channel, or check local listings for the show in your area.
West Lafayette-based Innotiv says it expects to incur charges of up to $10 million due to the shutdown of 2 animal breeding facilities in Virginia. The 2 sites are for dog breeding and rodent breeding used for testing and research. The federal government accused the company of violating animal welfare laws. Minnesota-based Winnebago Industries has appointed Casey Tubman as president of Newmar Corporation, an RV maker based in Napanee. Tubman will begin his role August 1st. He spent 25 years in a variety of roles at Whirlpool, which is based in Benton Harbor, Michigan. Ontario-based Scott Barrett Contract Packaging says it will invest $58 million to double its manufacturing footprint in Boone County. The contract food manufacturer and packaging company, whose U.S. headquarters are in Lebanon, says the 340,000 square foot expansion will include additional production lines and freezer space. Scott Barrett is a co-manufacturer of retail-ready pouch products, including baby food, lunchbox fruit snacks, and salad dressing. I'm Wes Mills, Inside Indiana Business, Radio on Demand.